Personalization, is it an overhyped buzzword right now, or do you really believe that is something that banks can truly deliver in the next 2 to 3 years?
Um, well, hyper personalization to some extent, I agree with you, is actually a little bit overhyped, right? But having said that, um, banks definitely need to look into it in by means of delivering some like I mentioned earlier, delivering an outcome that truly benefits the customer, right? So here we are. We the way that we run, the way that we operate, we look at what is the outcome, which can be from a business value perspective, from a customer value perspective as well, right? The hyper personalization today, that's right, the personalization today that we could see would be as simple as a banner on the screen. Perhaps it depends on the places that you have visited, right? The text, the it could be the link that you clicked on, right? It could be perhaps some certain text that you actually typed. um, it it takes on that based on your cookies, based on your past visited histories. Um, Sites owner actually just display banners that says this relevant to you. But if you're looking at from a banking world, is that how are we going to use that information to even identify the customer? But it will be it will add a further challenge to us when we move into cookieless environment come next year as well, right? Where there's no way for even advertisers or marketers to actually track and target this group of customers. So for us as a bank, I guess when you talk about hyper personalization, we need to deep dive and really need to understand the customer more beyond just who they are, where they went, right? We need to know uh, what have they done before, what sort of transaction they've done, be it online and offline as well. Is there any way for us to capture their interests, as in truly what their interest is, right? Be it for fashion, food, even technology and stuff like that, right? Gadgets. Is there a way for us to marry those information that we don't have and we call it a third party information, right? As I said just now, is that in the cookieless world, we will not be able to capture those information. So we definitely need, in some way or form, for the customer to avail those information for us, right? And at any point of time with that, of course, you build that in along with maybe the next best offer engine that you may have. You push the right information, you push the right um, promotion or advertisement to the customers that when as and when they need the most, right? It could be special interest rates, um, even on promotions, cashback, and all that, right? So that's just one part of it, and that's pretty much from a sales and marketing standpoint. But the other side of hyper personalization could actually help you to retain customers, right? And especially when you have customers that face an issue with, let's say, your contact center or your ATM or at a branch. Now, with that, if you are able to capture all those information centrally, at any point of time, these customers come on board in any touch point, we should be able to push a message to the customers that say, well, seems like you had an issue with our ATM. Well, here you go. There's a $5 cashback for you, a voucher, something that you can use on our partners and all that, right? So I believe this is going to be very powerful. But the question is, how do we get all this information and push it out to the customer? I think that is always the challenge that we're trying to address.
Absolutely.